Hey everybody, I'm Evan O'Neill.
And I'm TJ Wasiuk.
I'm Ryan Angus.
I be smoking. That's what I be doing. I be smoking.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Today's episode is The Crazy Lady, episode 16. Today we'll be discussing the rise of eSports in tech news. In political news, we'll be discussing Keep America First. And after that, whatever the fuck we want. Now on to the show.
What's up, binary children?
Hey,
Thank you for joining us today, Ryan Angus.
thank you for having me. It's fantastic.
Another
Welcome to
fucking
the-
hiccup.
Yeah, man, every week, it's like Skype punks our asses out. We get set, we start recording, and then we're down for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I do have to say, though, it's a pleasure being on the Two Guys casting couch right now. I feel very honored.
Yeah, this is the interview before the audition that will be filmed after.
Yeah, TJ warned me about that.
All right, Ryan, let's get to know you, man. So what do you do?
So the cool way that I put it is I work for a technology company that specializes in voice over IP technology. And then what I really do is I sell phone service.
He's a
So,
salesman.
I'm a salesman. I'm a grimy salesman. I'm that dude that I call you when you don't want to talk to me, and ultimately you tell me to fuck off, but that's all right.
Hey, I try to be nice to my representatives that I have to speak to. Normally, the billing department.
Yeah, I transfer you to a different extension.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so where are you from, man?
Born and raised Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah. Your guys' police union needs to get on the level of Gilbert, man. I've been seeing those Gilbert tweets.
They don't do shit, man. Gilbert guys don't do anything.
They fucking
funny, though.
own people, though.
Yeah, Mesa cops got it
They're way
hard.
more chill, though,
Yeah.
compared to Gilbert.
Yeah, no, Gilbert's hard. They got a hard on for anything that goes on.
Like at least 2 cop cars to every scene.
Oh, jeez. Traffic stops, you got a fucking SWAT team out there fucking getting ready to unload on you, dude. Yeah.
I normally, whenever I see like more than one police officer involved in a traffic stop, I'll normally roll down my window and yell out, "Leave him alone!" And then I just like keep going, like, 'cause I'm not gonna stop. Sorry, but I feel like somebody needs to tell them, leave that guy alone. Why do you need 2?
No, the best was I was at this bar called Stadium Club, and this guy was getting pulled over on a bicycle because he was riding on a sidewalk, and we were all like, "Leave him alone!"
I would be
And
He
he got-
felt safe on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
it was like 10 o'clock at night or later. You know, like
Yeah.
there's drunks driving around. Come on. But at least they gave him a warning, probably because we said something.
Oh, how nice of them. How nice of them.
Yeah, I better not catch you on that fucking bike again, kid. Not in my town.
Not
Right,
here.
Ryan.
Not now.
Ryan, you married? You got any kids? Anything like that?
Negative. Single gentleman. Yeah, no wife, no
Ladies?
kids, no nothing.
So-
Hobbies. Hobbies include playing golf, drinking, masturbation, and a couple other things that, yeah.
So have you ever done the sex?
Yes. Yes, I have done the sex.
How many times?
There has been a handful of ladies that have allowed Angus inside them, and a couple of them have let me in more than once.
Ooh.
Man, that sounds nice.
More than once.
I've never had sex.
Yeah, that's what I've taken from all the other ones that I've watched, the other podcasts. Yeah.
TJ, ask me about
do you have any,
tattoos or something
tattoos?
now, man.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
I want to talk about this.
Let me just say my segment. Okay, let's talk about tattoos. Do you have any?
Yes, I have one tattoo.
Where's that?
I have a tattoo of Hitler down on my south end of my body. His arm is tattooed on my dick. So whenever I get a boner. Just kidding. No, I don't have any tattoos.
Now you have to get that tattoo.
I know, right?
Because that sounds like a pretty badass tattoo.
I read about it like one time, like 5 years ago. I was like, wow, that man was
That's a good
an
joke.
innovator. He was an innovator.
Someone did that.
Someone actually did that.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would.
Yeah. Imagine what it'd be if you took Viagra, dude. It's like 4
know
hours
what I
of
would do?
fucking the Hitlers.
If I had a tattoo on my wiener,
Yeah, but how would you sit for
If I
that
had-
tattoo?
if I had a tattoo on my wiener, I would get myself hard and just rub the tattoo. Like I would make that my new way of climaxing. I'm
Rub.
not touching any part
Rub.
else. I'm just,
Rub.
I'm just
That's it?
I'm just edging it.
Jesus Christ. This is a PG-13 podcast.
I didn't know this was a fucking family show. Who invited me on then?
I'm sorry, ladies.
All right. So you and TJ grew up together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since high school, man.
Longtime friends, man. Longtime friends.
Met through Airsoft.
Yes.
You know, I had a guy who I met through Airsoft add me on Snapchat today, and I haven't played Airsoft in probably 12 years.
That's weird.
That is very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
Dude,
kind of loosely stayed in touch over the years, but I can't tell you the last time I talked to him.
yeah.
Maybe he
that's-
just thinks you're an interesting guy and wants to see you naked.
I need to get a restraining order.
Yeah. Yeah, stay clear of that. Send him a dick pic, see what he says. If you get a bad response, then get out of town.
He's going to send me a picture of his gaping ass. Tells me he wants... He's going to be nasty. He's going to call me daddy.
I'm saving some words right now. So, Ryan, you recently posted this video that had me going,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
So,
crazy lady.
There's a crazy lady, apparently, that goes into the front of her yard every morning.
Yes.
What languages does
And speaks like a strange language. Ryan, can you explain this to us?
So, yeah, I posted the video in the group, see if the boys had any insight as to what she was saying or if they knew the language or anything like that. Nothing, dude. But, yeah, she's out there almost every morning. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm walking my dog at 5 a.m. and I just hear, and it's not vibing well with me. And the real creepy thing is...
Sorry, I was going to play it. But
Oh, you were going to play it? Oh, yeah. The real creepy thing is whenever she sees me, she jolts back inside. Like, real quick. Like, she'll see me walk my dog, and boom, she's inside. And so I literally had to pull some James Bond shit to get that video. If you guys didn't notice, I'm, like, over a wall. Like, the wall's up there. I'm, like, trying to take the video like this. And, yeah, dude, I will contact her at one point, and I will attempt to see what she's doing. Summoning Satan.
It's our morning yoga, dude, and you're fucking it up.
That is not morning yoga, man.
It's not
That
Tai
is-
Chi at all.
Yeah.
She's
That's more
getting
like-
out there, and she's...
I'm waiting for
out,
like
dude.
a portal to open right underneath her and for her to just drop down and just get sucked in by, the
If
devil
I can
himself.
only find my phone, I just wanted to show people that haven't seen it because I know we won't be able to. But just to
Yeah, it's-
explain it, he was behind his wall, like crouched down, just filming like this from just across the street. And he just has a regular iPhone, and she could still be picked up from behind the wall, going like, craziness.
I was a good 25, 30 yards away from her.
And
Like,
now-
it was not
and they
really that
picked it up.
close.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, she literally yelled. I could hear her when I opened my front door.
Go ask the neighbors.
Oh.
Ask the neighbors.
Yeah,
first.
before you go over. Maybe
So
ask neighbors.
so here's the thing though. So I live in a condo community, and where I filmed her, there's like a housing community that lines the outskirts of my condo community, and she's living in the houses, and so really I don't have any neighbors that can give me any insight. One, because I know none of them are up at 5 a.m. because they're a bunch of fucking degenerates. I've met them before,
Dude.
and two, I don't know if anyone else would approach her to see what she is doing. Like, she's fucking nuts, man.
Dude.
She's off her rocker.
It reminds me of that one movie that came out last year, the year before, where those kids go to their grandparents' house, and they're like psychos.
Yeah, I do
I
that.
think I know which
You know
one.
what I'm
I think I
talking
know
about?
which one you're talking about, dude.
I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
I forgot the name of the movie.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no,
Can you imagine
I tell you what.
going to your house
I'm sure
at
my
night?
neighbors think I'm like autistic or
Going to our
something.
house at night and looking in the windows to see what's going on in there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then fuck her.
No.
You're a single guy. You
I'm
don't
not
have a
gonna.
wife.
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna
have
lie.
any
I'm not
kids.
gonna lie. If I haven't put it, I'm contemplating putting it on my bucket list, but we'll see. Give me a couple weeks. Let me
She's like
let me
the old-
sleep on it
dude,
a
she's
little
like
bit.
the
All right,
Yes,
all right.
man.
Get that Hitler dick tattoo and let that heal up, and then give her the good old salute.
I will.
She's like the old lady in Yes Man. Take out her gums and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, I am not a racist. I said the Hitler thing is a joke. I know that probably comes off as wrong.
Right.
Evan, Evan, do I understand correctly that you're a WWE fan?
Hell yeah, I'm a WWE fan, man.
God damn it. It's good to know. I was kind of afraid to post anything about WWE in that group, but it's good to know there's at least one other person out there.
There's a few.
Yeah, it's I grew up on WWF.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, I grew up WWF, WCW.
I honestly
MCW.
missed everything from like, I don't know, 2005 to roughly 2014, 15.
Same.
I missed everything from
That's right.
last 10 years.
That was my gap as well.
Yeah, I had a
I
pretty
got
good
back
bit.
into it in the last 2 years.
I just recently started really getting back into it. I jacked my brother's WWE network information and started rewatching everything.
So TJ, what's new with eSports this week,
so
dude?
Tech news.
this is Tech News with TJ. Today in Tech News with TJ, we got the rise of the eSports. So recently I saw that Activision is trying to get a Overwatch league, kind of like an NFL type of league, because they already have big known people that bought into the gaming world. So they have the New York Mets people, I guess the founders own gaming league. They're going to be buying into it. Robert Kraft, who is the owner of the Patriots, is buying into it. This group called the Misfits, that's founded by the Sci-Fi Channel, they're going into it.
Nice.
There's a group called the NRG, which is Shaq and former baseball star Ryan Howard.
Who's the G?
I don't know.
Oh, Shaq isn't in anyway.
No, yeah, but Ryan is an R, so I'm not sure who the G is. Then
That's
there's-
weird. Interesting.
I didn't really get into it in an article. I should have done more research on that. But another group was Immortals. I didn't really see too much on them. Another guy was Kevin Chow, which is the only non-American team. It's from South Korea. Is going to be an
Of
Overwatch.
course.
So,
Of course.
this is going to be
we
an
gotta
interesting
make
league.
it legit.
This will be an interesting league. They want to fund $300 or $30 million into it to get it up and running onto like TV and whatnot.
You know, that's really not a whole lot to spend on something anymore.
I know. So it's like, I guess everyone
No,
has to
that's
bring in
probably more than enough that they'll need
for
to get,
gaming.
like,
Yeah.
for like to get a season out.
But you know, like NFL has like such a huge income. Like I think that has to be the next biggest compared to soccer for ads.
So let me ask you this: are they trying to make?
They want to make Overwatch
lot of money on it.
eSports like NFL that big.
So they're going to give Overwatch a TV show
Or channel or something.
Pretty much.
on cable.
Yeah.
On cable?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
You know what's funny though is because and it like can reference over to the movie Dodgeball. I'm sure everybody has seen that.
Yeah.
ESPN
Oh,
8
yeah.
the Ocho when they
Where
got
I
you
gotta
know
take away from that though is that's giving cable more power. Like, why wouldn't you subscribe to that as an app? Why
Or-
would you put that on a TV network?
They might put on Twitch. I don't know.
I mean, I guarantee you they're going to get more views on an app or on like Twitch than they
Yeah.
would on a TV. Dude, people who watch esports probably do not watch cable.
Well, I feel like here's the thing. Esports has been going on for a long time.
Yeah,
there's been competitive gaming forever.
League has been on ESPN a few times.
Like this is the first like period in time to where it's been able to be broadcasted, and people have been able to
but that doesn't
watch
mean
it.
that doesn't mean it's at the next level, though. I think.
How is that not? I feel like that's at the next level.
If you look at like old media, if you look at cable, I mean, I don't have cable. I will never have cable.
I don't have cable either.
People are cutting the cord. Cable is going down. Cable companies are starting to find and reach for ways to
Direct
keep
TV.
and retain.
Streaming.
Yeah, I mean,
They're trying to go to streaming now.
yeah, everybody's going to streaming. So like, I don't know. Unless we move into like this new age of watching TV, but it's internet required.
So like going on to that though, like a big fan of the WWE Network, which you purchase for $10 a month.
Is the best app ever.
But you can't watch Raw or SmackDown live on the WWE Network.
Because they still want you
Why?
to go
Because
into
you have to watch it on cable TV.
Well, you got to think
Which
about
is bullshit,
it, man.
though. Like,
Well,
if you think about it,
I'm okay with that because I think about where
I'm not.
they got. Well, yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not.
Honestly, as the end consumer, but I understand why they're doing it because they've gotten all their money from cable. Cable companies don't want to lose them. Cable companies were probably like, you know what, we'll help you through this WWF lawsuit against the the World Wildlife Foundation, so long as you give us some more rights to your name and your franchise.
That's kind of bullshit, though, because
If
you buy into the subscription, you should get all access to everything. You know what I mean?
Hold on, though. Those shows are still copyright and property of USA Network. I mean, you'll see it on there like 30 days later.
But also TNT.
But that's not right. That's not right because you could just be on Hulu and watch it the next night.
That's what I do. That's
Yeah.
what I do. I watch it on Hulu the next day.
Well, at least they have that.
But it sucks, though, because
You want to watch it live.
I want to watch it live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know, man.
You could find live.
I still think the app for what it is great. For
Oh,
the
no,
amount
I
of
do, too, 'cause-
Content that's on that app.
Absolutely. You get, like, all freaking, everything. WCW, ECW. You get fucking everything, man.
Hey, if
when
you ever
wrestling
wanna
was
see
actually
something
good.
funny-
When wrestling was actually good.
If you have the WWE app and you want to see something funny, just try searching Chris Benoit and tell me how many search results you get. For those of you who don't know,
I'm going to assume
Chris Benoit was a wrestler who
Rampage.
he kind of rampaged. He suffered from some
rampage.
roid rage. He killed his wife, his son, and then himself.
Yep.
And then over time, WWE has just scrubbed his name from existence.
Absolutely. But
They don't want that on them.
before Brock Lesnar created Suplex City, dude, that was Chris Benoit's thing.
I know.
That
dude,
was
he always
Chris
had the triple
Benoit's thing. The
he always
German
had the triple-
suplex was his thing, man. That was the best. But he had to go and fuck everything up.
Hey, look, man. That dude probably should have been a fucking hockey player and probably should have gotten paid a lot more.
Yeah, probably.
By the way, I have a way around your issue with live TV. Try going to Google, type in Reddit WWE stream, and see if it pops up. Because usually you could stream
You can
sports.
get the live stream on that?
At least for like
Okay.
MLB, basketball, you could find all that.
That sounds illegal.
Hey, it's on the internet. It's on Reddit.
We don't condone those things here on this podcast. Everything's legit.
I'll have to do some research and get back to you.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look that up later, though.
I was trying to be eloquent about it.
Do some research. So on to your topic, Evan.
All right, so let me. This is from the Independent, which, there's several places out there reporting, but I want to show you guys the variety of bullshit you get in news. So, Justin Trudeau has made a barely disguised jab at Donald Trump's inward focused America First doctrine, imploring governors from the U.S. to promote a thinner border with Canada. This thing goes on to say that the U.S.-Canada relationship was a model for the world at one point of time, that both sides must work to continue to get it right. But,
isn't the agreement also with Mexico and Canada?
are we talking about...
That's a NAFTA agreement, right?
Yeah, NAFTA, the North
NAFTA
American
is-
Free Trade Agreement.
Yeah.
So, well, NAFTA went into effect in 94.
But he's trying to make changes to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? What really pisses me off about this is that you've got the political leader of our neighboring country kind of like superseding our president and speaking directly to United States governors and telling them, like, hey, you guys need to put that America First stuff to the side. And I just want you to think about that and tell me if that makes any sense or if that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to go to the province of Montreal and tell the mayor of Montreal, hey, you guys should stop being so pro-Canada.
But you also have to look at it on our point. If I was our point of view and it's switched,
Yeah.
people do that, in Iraq, in all those countries out there. It's like kind of like the
What do you
same
mean?
thing, no, right?
No. What, America First?
Like, no,
Out
like
there?
us trying to help out our country with other countries by superseding their government.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? It's like the same thing.
But that's our neighbor. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is our neighbor. This is this
ally?
is a country. Yeah, this is a country who gets its wealth from us. You know, this is a country that we have a trade agreement with, that we have a mutual respect with.
For many, many years.
Yeah, for a long time. A long time.
They're basically
But-
our brother, our cousin.
I know. So what I'm saying is, all right, you got your cousin, and your dad and your cousin's dad are brothers, right?
Your uncle?
So your cousin's sister comes over to your sister wife and says to your sister wife, "Hey, you should like me a little bit more. You should be a little bit more like me. You should."
I don't like the
Not-
way your uncle wife smells.
I don't like your nationalism, is what they're saying. I don't like your patriotism, is what they're saying.
Your ego.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like,
I think they're just
We
pissed
helped-
off, dude, because like America's just trying to make it a little bit more fair on our side, and
I know.
you know, they're just like, no, it's not gonna happen.
It's hard to explain that to people. I feel, in my opinion, it's hard to explain that, like, we are trying to regain our sovereignty right now.
yeah.
You know?
It just it goes kind of back to the Paris Agreement. People giving Trump all sorts of shit because he pulled out of it, but it's like, if you look at it, like it's completely unfair to fucking
I know.
America.
All right. And you know
Like,
who else? You know who else? Turkey pulled out of it.
Yeah, it's
Turkey.
just,
Yeah, because you know what? Because their little handout money was going to come from us, and then whenever we backed out, they're like, "Oh, we're not going to get handout money anymore. Oh, we're fucking out."
it's like, I don't know, man. It's like that buddy that can never fucking pay for anything at the bars, and you always got to buy his beers. It's like,
You know what, dude?
sometime you got to cut him off. You got to
when
cut him
Elon
off,
Musk
man.
when Elon Musk was like, "Hey, I'm going to cut off presidential what is it, meetings or whatever,
Yeah.
special meetings with the president." I'm like, "All right, dude, you're mad because you're not going to get any money because that money
Right.
trickles down to you. That's what you're fucking mad about, dude. SpaceX, great." Keep it privatized. If you sell it out to the commies, you're a fucking traitor and you deserve to die. Just saying. Just fucking stay the path. Capitalism
I
is
like
what
it.
made you great.
I like it.
man, I don't know. I just know that there is a weird shift experiencing that a lot of people don't want to acknowledge. I feel like a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that we were this very socialized government. We were still cowboys. We were still cowboys as fuck. Our Democrats were still, money makers themselves. If you look at like the kind of changes that most Republicans and Democrats make, it's like barely anything. Like, oh, I'm going to lower taxes by 1 fucking %.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're like fighting.
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, so nobody really gets what they want.
No.
Nobody really gets the reform that they need. It's a fucking power struggle, and it's the worst. But we're experiencing this shift. We're going from this social-leaning government that we've had under President Obama, and now we're moving into this more, it looks like smaller government, but we're still acting in weird interest whenever we sell a bunch of fucking guns to Saudi Arabia. That doesn't really seem like small government dealing. That seems like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of weapons if you call on us for help later.
Yeah.
Or you let us continue our little expeditions over here.
Oh yeah, exactly. We have people in like 100 different countries right now.
And like everybody sells to the Saudis. Everybody does business with the Saudis
because they're hungry for it. They're buying
everybody. Yeah, man. So I just want to express that I'm upset with that. I'm upset that this is just an opinion piece, man, but I'm upset that the Canadian Prime Minister was like, hey, you guys should stop being so pro-America. Like, what the fuck? I'm fucking triggered, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Stop being so pro-America? All right, yeah, come on in and take over our fucking country.
But a lot of people are in Canada that are kind of hating on him because how he is to us. Just imagine how he is to his own country.
Man, a lot of them don't like him over there.
Very was not social, but pretty like extreme socialism, I guess.
I think in the past 10 years we've gotten a lot of global leaders that are pushing towards that globalist model, that unity. When I
think that's why Britain.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, same, dude, same. I mean, that's why we backed out of Paris Climate Agreement. It's not quite a Brexit because we're not part of the EU.
Yeah.
But it's a way of us saying, like,
it's a parasect.
Shit, dude, that's good. Anyway, so I feel like it's just something that people don't appreciate, man. They don't appreciate our sovereignty. They don't appreciate the money that we make. The quality of life, the difference in culture, and they just think like, oh, everything would be better if we were more social. I'm like, yeah, social programs could be better within our model of government, but honestly, I'd rather have smaller government and just have those social programs. That's what the government would be. It would be social programs, not a federal bank.
So more local taxes than federal taxes too.
Yeah. Less federal taxes.
Yeah. That would make sense then.
I mean,
man.
Take my percentage of federal tax and make that Homeland Security.
Because we need it.
I mean, we're a bunch of different states. If you don't like it in one state, fucking move to a state where the laws are a little bit better.
Yeah. But then that means that California will break off to its own nation.
Go back to Mexico.
Fucking California, man.
Why are they acting up? Why are they stupid? Why they say, here's a list of all the travel bans. Or here we got our own travel bans, but we're liberal.
I don't get the whole why people are like uprising about the whole fucking travel ban thing. Like, it makes no sense to me.
It's because it's Republican. Nobody ever says fascist. Nobody ever talks about American imperialism unless there's a fucking Republican in charge.
Like
nobody was talking about this shit 3 years ago whenever the Republicans took over the Senate and Congress because they won the midterm elections. there was more Republicans at the end of the midterm than there were Democrats. Nobody was talking about that then.
Well,
but we have a Republican president, so now it's sexy to talk about like how we're fucking Nazis and we're fascist and we're imperialist and if this guy blocks off travel from these certain countries, oh, he's a fucking dictator.
The best way I've heard it put is if I give you a bag of Skittles and I told you that one of the Skittles in that bag is poison, is going to kill you, would you still eat any of the Skittles? Guarantee you 99.999% of people say, no, I'm not going to eat the fucking Skittles.
I might get a little drunk and try a hand. Nah, I'm good.
Couple cold ones with the boys. Goddamn right.
Everybody gets.
It's like Russian roulette. Let's just eat them, boys.
We make it a group initiation. Everybody has to eat one Skittle until somebody dies, and then we have to disband the club because we all have to cover up a murder.
It'd be like those boys in Pennsylvania.
Oh God.
That's wild. That was apparently over drug money. That was
over weed, I think, is what I read.
Fucking weed.
Nice. Sweet.
Dude, he killed two dudes or three dudes? 4 dudes? He killed more than one person.
And then they found out there's 2 more that he might have killed recently. Brendan said he's gonna post more about that later. He's been
he was a hitman, dude.
Yeah, well, that was. He's got like.
Where's the movie?
He's got like mental issues and shit like that.
He
like,
shaved his
I want to see it.
Yeah, yo, dude, I
wanna
saw
see
that,
it, dude.
bro. He was like fucking in guilt and denial about his widow's peak. He was trying to shave it off. Didn't work.
Dude.
He looked like fucking Vegeta and fucking.
I want to see the movie. I want to see the indie horror movie about some weird, awkward, fat dude
It'll happen.
who buys and sells drugs using bitcoins. We can talk about the evil of cryptocurrencies.
That could be it, actually.
And then he gets into debt, and he's already kind of weird. He like shaves his eyebrows off and dries them on or something, and then he kills people, and then he gets caught in the end.
Because he just stays inside all day and just becomes crazy.
And masturbates on his parents' farm. Or was it a ranch? Or was it just land?
It was a farm.
Either way, I mean,
It was a pretty big
farm
pile of land.
ranch.
90 acres is what I saw.
Yeah, it's huge.
A lot of place to hide a body. You gonna tell me you gonna let them dogs find it on the first day?
Yeah, right?
You didn't
What
do
were
it
they
very
like?
well.
12 feet down
No,
too?
because someone ratted on him
Oh, did
to
they?
get out of like the death penalty. I think he's the one that told them because he didn't want to go to death.
Yeah, you know what I think, man?
So they
Light him
they
up,
cut him a
dude.
deal.
That's what I
You know
said.
what?
Light him up.
I saw several
Light 'em
mixed
up.
reactions about the dogs digging that deep. So I'm sure somebody was like,
He used
"No, this is
tobacco.
where we buried them," and the cops were like, "Okay, we'll say the dogs smelt the bodies."
Right. Yo, he used
12 feet deep.
He used a backhoe. His parents had to have a backhoe on that farm to dig that deep.
I probably would have.
And apparently he
You know
didn't
what?
light his car on fire correctly. He left a lot of evidence in it.
Dumbass.
God bless. You know what? I don't know, dude. I think I'd rather just drive it off into the river.
Dude, I tell you what, man. Criminals just need to start watching YouTube videos nowadays because none of them are doing it right. Like,
are they?
There's got to be how-to videos on YouTube
Or
about.
are they? They're not in the news.
All right, but okay.
That's why they don't have milk ads anymore. There's too many dead people going on.
All right, fellas, let's talk about movies real quick. I just went and saw Spider-Man. Spider-Man 6.
To be exact, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is the third redone edition of the series.
That's why I hate the Spider-Man fucking series,
However-
dude.
No, dude, this is a good movie. You know, what was the Rotten Tomatoes? People were saying 82% or 92%.
It was 92 the week of. I'm
I
not sure what it is.
I heard it was quote unquote cute.
That's
That's what I don't want to
Do you know what
hear
it is?
in a
Do you know?
fucking.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you like Guardians?
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
But did you like it?
Yeah, no, I liked it. It was a good movie.
I think you'll like it for the same reasons.
It's very
Really?
much like that type of pacing.
Okay,
as
gotcha.
Guardians.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, dude, it gives you some backstory right there at the intro.
very little.
Then
It was like just enough. They don't do the whole, oh, I got bit, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't do that.
Oh no. Yeah. As far as giving Peter Parker, I don't have audio, but I'm going to talk a little bit. As far as having Peter Parker, yeah, he just shows up. He's a regular kid. It continues. All right, it's back. The thing is back. It picks up like a couple of months after Captain America: Civil War. So he just met the Avengers. He's already got the cool suit and shit. It's pretty good.
I felt like
It's-
Tobey Maguire was a great Spider-Man.
I don't know.
You know what? You know what?
And I haven't been able to watch one ever since Tobey Maguire
You don't like
was
Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield? You don't like the Andrew Garfield?
I watched the first
No.
Garfield.
No.
And then I didn't
No.
watch this. I started watching the second one, and I was like, "Yo, this feels like Iron Man 3." Yeah, this is a little over the top. Nobody cares. But I mean, it's good if you're a core Spider-Man fan. Like you'll see a couple of things in there that you'll like. I know I saw a couple of suits that I liked. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I like some references. I was not ultra familiar with the Vulture, who was the enemy.
He was the
but-
second enemy ever in Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I knew. That's what I knew. I just didn't know how they were going to work him in since he was like such an old character.
Oh, I see.
But Michael Keaton did a great job.
Oh, perfect.
Man,
He was
yeah.
probably my favorite part of the movie, actually.
Yeah, honestly, Michael Keaton was deadpan on the mark. Everything was great.
He is the Batman, so, you know, he's going to play a good Vulture. Oh,
He was also Birdman.
Yes. Speaking of which, last night I watched The Founder with Michael Keaton, where he's basically a
It's about
salesman.
McDonald's?
Yeah, he's a salesman that backdoors the McDonald's brothers and pretty much buys out their company from under them.
Nice.
Shit. So it's
Yeah.
scummy?
Yeah,
I gotta watch it now, dude, because I've been hearing about it.
yeah. I mean,
You know what else I just watched?
and he has like no conscience towards it. It's crazy.
That's great. That's fucking great, dude. I also just watched Sarah Silverman's stand-up.
New one?
Speck of Dust. Yeah. And you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's funny.
She's gone a little better.
Yeah, I mean, her little political jokes are very subtle, and they're. I mean, she'll pause for effect, but she only makes like maybe 2 or 3, at most a handful of them throughout an hour special. I enjoyed it.
Did she make better things than Amy Schumer's talking about her vagina?
See,
having people
that's the
find
thing.
fucking
That's the
Amy
thing
Schumer's
about
terrible.
Sarah Silverman. Sarah is like an activist kind of person, but as a comedian, she's very of her time. She tells jokes. She tells anecdotal stories. She sits there and will occasionally say something dirty, but I mean, otherwise, she doesn't play on her being a woman. She actually writes jokes. I mean, she might talk
Smart
about
jokes.
she might talk about like how disgusting periods are or
Oh, yeah,
something like
that's
that.
fine.
But I'm like, I can understand.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have some self-referential work there.
Definitely.
Guys talk about their fucking dicks. Why wouldn't a woman talk about her
Yes.
period? I'm
It
okay.
just-
But whenever you're like basing your material around your objectivity,
Yeah.
I call it that because I
That's
feel
what
like
it is,
you're-
yeah.
Yeah, whenever you objectify yourself like that and you turn yourself into a vagina, that's what it is.
Yeah. But it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely recommend it. That's why I'm talking about it.
There's a few stand-ups recently that have been coming out that I want to see. There's like an
Yeah,
Ari
I
Shaffir
watched-
one. There's that guy Chris D'Elia. He just came out the new one.
I watched one. I think it was from 2 years ago. I think it was Eddie Griffin, but I just watched it recently.
Yeah, you said last podcast.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right, that was funny. Oh yeah, because I watched it that day.
Yeah.
All right, well let me tell you this. I started watching this.
Slip, Nevin.
Bruh. Well, I started watching People on Earth. It's a little
that?
TV
People
show
on
that
Earth?
comes on TBS. I wouldn't suggest buying cable to watch it. There are other ways to watch it. but it is a cute little show with Wyatt Cenac as the main character, in which he looks good as fuck right now. He's super skinny right now. If you know who Wyatt Cenac is.
I don't know.
He used to be a big Adult Swim contributor. And it's about this journalist who goes and interviews these people who are like, oh yeah, we were abducted by aliens. And it's quirky.
Yes.
It's
I remember
quirky.
about this, yeah.
It's quirky, and then there's actual aliens that interact on the show, and it's not quite Third Rock of the Sun. Like, there's an overarching scheme with, like, reptilian people and little gray men. And
So it's really goofy.
I wouldn't say really goofy. It's not, like, stupid. There's no, like, slapstick level.
Okay.
If anything, it's very postmodern, dry, kind of sad, occasionally funny because it's outright funny, but
ridiculous people.
Yeah, it's targeted. I mean, they make a joke in there where this one guy's like, "Yeah, dude, take my card. I'm an alientologist. Also, I'm pro legalization." And then the guy replies with, "Yeah, those two things seem to go hand in hand." In which the alientologist guy is like, "Dude, I know, it's like perfect."
That's funny.
You know what that reminds me of?
It's a little self-aware.
It reminds me of Kasim G. That used to be on YouTube, pretty big guy. He does like the California
I remember
ons.
that guy.
He used to
dude.
go around Venice Beach, asking people California on Bigfoot, California on sex on the first date and stuff like that. It reminds me
I
kind of like
remember
that
that
type of
guy.
style, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just goes around like interviewing and making
No,
jokes
it's
with
not
them.
like that. It has a plot. It has a story.
Oh, okay. But it's kind of has those elements in it.
No, just he spends
Oh.
like the first episode interviewing the people, and then he realizes that he might be an alien abductee too. So he starts hanging out with them. He moves to their town.
Oh, whoa.
He's like a big journalist, like a big,
Yeah.
big journalist, and he has like a car wreck, and so he's got to take a smaller story, and then he's like, "Oh wow, this is a great story. I'm gonna stick around." It's very, very sitcom, but it does have a arc to it.
Does it have a laugh track?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
unless you count my giggles.
Always. I can hear him from here sometimes. Have you watched anything recently?
Yeah, so kind of an older movie on Netflix if anybody wants to watch it. If anybody's into like the extreme gore kind of genre, Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh hell yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude! I saw that a good while ago. That's got
Yeah.
John Paul Tremblay in it at the beginning.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking,
very-
I found
It's-
that very
It's filmed
entertaining.
in Technicolor, dude. That's what I thought
Dude.
was dope.
God, it was so much gore and it's so awesome.
All of those magnet production films are fucking.
Yeah,
great.
the magnets, yeah.
Who was the guy that and I forget, it was somebody that posted in the group not too long ago. It was like a 20-minute short film that was like directed and produced by the people that did District 9. I forget. There was somebody in the group that posted it, but
this week. Or
yeah, it was like this
weekend?
week or last week. But
there's
anyway,
a guy that's
I
in
watched
Missouri,
it, dude. It
that's
was
from
it
Arizona.
was fucking amazing, dude. It was fucking awesome, and that's another good one if anybody's into the whole like weird
In just 20 minutes, huh?
gore. Yeah, just 20 minutes, but it was a great fucking little 20-minute little clip
Short
there.
film. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I dig stuff like that. Like
I'm into the whole hack and
format.
slash
Friday
4
the
shit.
13th.
Yeah, dude, I'm into all that shit. Love that.
Castlevania was good.
I still need to watch it.
I watched like 15 minutes
know
of
what?
the first episode, and I couldn't get into it, man. I shut it
man.
off after 15 minutes.
Man, you know what it really
It's only
was?
20 minutes.
I know, I didn't even finish the first episode.
You know what
And I
though?
turned
You
it
know what,
off,
though?
dude.
It
I
really
couldn't take it.
wasn't a series, dude. It was like an hour-and-a-half movie that they cut up into 4 episodes, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, "All right, cool, we got support. Let's make a series."
Let's make some more, guys. Come on.
Like
now.
back in the
let's-
day. Back in the day, that would have been like a straight to DVD type of deal. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they don't do that
Yeah.
shit no more. They're like, people
It
love
is.
series. People want to see more than one.
Jesus.
They want to feel like
it
they're
was
getting
all
the
right,
content.
They want to binge.
It was all, yeah. You can't binge off 4
Oh,
episodes.
fuck, I
That's
binged
not
it.
a binge.
Well,
That's
I
not
watched
a
all.
binge.
I watched all
episodes
four in one night.
especially when they're 20 minutes an episode, dude. That's
Well, yeah, like we were
That's like-
saying, it's like fucking edging.
yeah. It's
It's stupid.
That's nothing, man.
Teasing my cock.
But yeah, that's definitely a movie if it was 4. So, that's 80 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a movie, dude.
That's a movie.
That's an
it's like-
animated movie.
that's
An
like-
hour and 20 minutes.
Like, watch, they'll do that with the Dragon Ball Z movie that comes out next. Cut it up into 4.
I don't care. I don't care. I watch Dragon Ball Z whenever, wherever.
No, I'm just saying they'll do something like that.
We should talk about that for a second. Don't care if anybody's not caught up on it.
He doesn't watch it, so
You don't watch it, Evan?
no,
Get out of here, man. Do we freeze?
no, he's freezing.
No, I'm not.
You totally faked me out right there, dude.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah, he doesn't
All right.
want to hear it.
All right, well.
It's not that I don't want to hear it. It's that I will eventually whenever I can.
Yeah, that's fine. Because you want to watch it.
You know what? If you want to talk about it, start your own fucking podcast.
All right. You want to be
I'm
my first
sorry.
guest? You be my first
If you
guest?
if you had your own podcast about it, I'd watch, subscribe. I'd give you a thumbs up every video. I'd share it.
Oh, man.
It's just you on your boxers on your couch. Just
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah. No, I would be naked. Completely naked.
Hell yeah, dude. It's just
Completely
like
naked.
you laying on the couch. Yeah, naked. Like covered up with a pillow, just talking about like
Who said I'm going to cover up
last
with anything?
night's episode of Super was fucking stupid. Fucking Gogeta. I mean, is it Vegito or Gogito? Gogeta.
Well,
Vegeta?
You got both. You got both.
All right, well,
do
they
you
both
want?
suck dick, and this is bullshit. And that's what I've been hearing.
Man. You got a whole different take on Dragon Ball than I do.
That's what I've been hearing. That's what
You're
I've been
talking
hearing.
about Dragon Ball sucking dick, and I'm talking about Dragon Ball being awesome.
Well, I'm just saying. Some people were like, "Yeah, the fusions were bullshit in this season."
Oh, no, it's just the Vegeta one.
Oh, I
yeah.
agree. I mean, the fusions were kind of bullshit.
It was more hype than delivery.
Yeah, but still.
overall, so
was
happy.
fucking awesome.
So are
Still happy.
they're both coexisting at the same time?
No, they're not coexisting.
What do you mean?
That's what I was well,
Talking about the fusions?
Yeah,
No, they only exist when they fuse.
yeah, I
It's
know.
like TJ
But-
and I can probably do it right now.
But
We
it
can-
was
we can-
confusing to me. But it was confusing to me because the comic that I saw involved both versions talking to each other, and I was
is it
like,
Gogeta and the Vegeta one?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and I was
I
like-
can see
I
how
was
that
like-
can be confusing.
yeah, I was like,
Well-
what the fuck? I mean, because I hadn't been watching it, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know
No,
there's gods
it's kind
involved.
of a joke on Dragon Ball Z fans because there's Dragon Ball Z fans that like Gogeta and there's Dragon Ball Z fans that like Vegito.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
It's kinda like
between
Star
the two.
Trek and
Yeah.
Star Wars in a way,
Yeah, it
you
kind of
know?
is, and it kind of, except it's not two different shows. It's the same
Yeah.
fucking show.
It's just like fandoms towards different
kinda weird.
fusions. You know?
I don't really
I
like
mean-
Trunks.
Even though like Vegeta or Gogeta was in just one thing, right? Oh no, wait, he went Super Saiyan 4 in the GT.
He did, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so never mind. I was gonna say
Was that
he's the one that
Gogeta?
won-
Was that Gogeta though, or was that Vegito?
That was Gogeta. Because they
Okay.
didn't, right? Because they didn't have Vegeta.
And then it
in
was
the GT.
see there he's got it right
yeah,
there.
right, yeah.
I watched the whole thing. Hey yo, real talk though, GT, I cried at the last episode of GT. I cried, dude. I
People
cried.
don't like it. I don't
I know.
care. I think it's a good series. It's a
like a
little
I
bit of a
think it
throwback
is
to
too,
Dragon
man.
Ball.
Hey,
It's a-
fucking men to that, dude. A lot of people give shit on GT, but I thought it was a great fucking series. I cried at the end. Literally
Dude,
cried.
It was a journey. I
I'm
don't
not
care what
fucking
people.
afraid to
If
say
people
it.
didn't like
I
the journey,
fucking
it was
cried.
still a journey, and I was on it.
Yeah, well, they're not on the right journey. They don't
gonna-
like
I'm-
the GT journey.
I'm gonna rewatch it tonight.
The whole thing.
Nah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking work tomorrow.
Yeah. Likewise.
Well, is it time to wrap it up? I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like it's been over an hour.
Yeah, it has.
I don't know either.
It has been.
It means it's been a good talk then.
It has been, Ryan. This has been a lot of fun, man.
Dude, it's been great, man.
Next
Like
time
I
I'm in
said, I am
town.
honored to be on the two guys casting couch right now.
Next time I'm in town, we'll have your audition on that couch.
It's what comes next after the camera's off that is I'm scared of.
You'll be all right.
The lights will
That's
still
okay.
be on.
Yeah.
Look.
Just relax, right?
Yeah, relax.
Just relax.
Relax.
Anyways,
We've got Percocets if you need some aid.
just want to say we got some shirts still. If you're still listening to this podcast at this late, I don't know if it's your first time listening, but we got shirts.
We have shirts. Contact TJ or myself. We'd love to send you one.
Also working on getting handmade beanies. Paul Sharp, our homie, his girlfriend makes beanies out of wool.
Support
She,
your
like,
friends.
Hand
knits-
fucking knit?
Yeah, she'll hand knit them.
Support your friends.
It's a
So-
delicacy.
I think that would be pretty cool. If we get that, get a little emblem on the side. It will be like a leatherish emblem, like a small one.
Leather-ish.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It
might
puts
be
the lotion
pleather.
on his skin.
But anyways, more on that in maybe like in a few months once it starts getting a little colder out. Anyways, I am TJ Wasiuk.
I'm Evan O'Neill.
I'm Ryan Angus.
We love you, and good night. Hey guys, this is TJ here. Just want to thank you for listening to this week's podcast episode. Just want to give you some reminders. We do have an Instagram account, so if you do have Instagram, please follow us on there. This episode, we're shouting out the wildoutdoorsman.com, brought to you by our good friend Anthony LaMonica. Big ups to you. Like what you're doing. Tell us about it, Evan.
That's right, man. At thewildoutdoorsman.com, you can find all sorts of goodies that you need for hunting, camping, fishing. They got a pretty good archery selection. They got some cool little custom knives and watches and stuff. And they're also having, they have sort of giveaways from time to time. So check them out, thewildoutdoorsman.com.
Also, we have some shirts. If you guys are looking for some Two Guys swag, we got our awesome shirts. They could be on a tank top. They can be on a t-shirt. They could be on a sweater. They could be on a polo. Any color you want, just let us know. Shoot Evan or I our email, or even the Two Guys, either the Instagram or the Facebook. Send us a message on there, and we will put you on the next order and hook you up. They are going for about $15 a piece right now for the shirts.
Two guys having a small talk.